We're about a half an hour's drive from Hermanus, 2.5 hours drive from Cape Town. And what we do is we offer non-consumptive ecotourism. So we work with nature. We offer Marine Big 5 safaris. So it's literally like a safari on the ocean. We dive with our gorgeous bronze whaler sharks. We are advocates for sharks. We are doing a lot of work to protect our sharks. And then we also offer swimming with seals, which is with our Cape Fur seals. So if you love the ocean, or if you want to find out more about marine conservation, you have got to drive to Gansbaai and stop here and come and see what we do at Marine Dynamics and the Dyer Island Conservation Trust. Wilfred Tribble is our CEO of Marine Dynamics, and he's the founder of the Dyer Island Conservation Trust. And he actually coined this term 25 years ago when he started working in this area. We've got Dyer Island is an island. It's about 20 minutes boat ride from Gansbaai. We launched from Gansbaai Harbour, so we've actually got 2 little harbours in Gansbaai. Makes us a big town. So the Marine Big 5 term comes from Wilfred doing ecotourism in this area, and he found out that a lot of research has been done about the marine life in this area. And he contacted many scientists, international scientists. He went to see them, started talking about this, and then scientists really started becoming interested in this area. And now we've got more than 40 peer-reviewed papers on marine life in this area, or that we have been part of, or our students have been part of. So Wilfred coined the term Marine Big 5, and that would be our seals, sharks, whales, dolphins, and our critically endangered African penguin. And they live here on Dyer Island. We've got a colony. We've got a few colonies along the coast up to Namibia. And we've got the African Penguin and Seabird Sanctuary, where we do rescue work, rehabilitation work with our African penguins, and then we release them back on Dyer Island. So those are our Marine Big 5. Oh, the incredible thing is seeing wildlife in its natural state, to not have to experience wildlife where they are in captivity, to go out on a boat very close to the most southern tip of Africa, where so many boats previously in the history, like the Birkenet, sank here, because the ocean is rough here. It's not a calm Mediterranean ocean. And to go out here and to experience that, to see it, to see the seabirds visiting this area, a little storm petrel, that's the weight of this pen. I mean, that's a few milligrams, and this bird traveled like thousands and thousands of kilometers to come to our shores. So it's so vibrant out there in the ocean. And to see our bronze whaler sharks and stingrays and the African penguins and dolphins. I work in the office. I'm our CEO. I'm his assistant, but I go out every now and again. We spend a lot of time at sea, but every time I go out with clients as well, everybody gets so moved and emotional to see a humpback whale jumping and breaching, to see a mom southern right calf and a calf suckling from her, to see African penguin chicks having their first swim in the ocean ever when they return after being rescued to Dyer Island. So it moves you, it really stirs your soul. So it's just incredible to be out there and to take a deep breath, all this fresh ocean air, and just see these magnificent animals in their natural environment. So yes. What sticks in their memories are 2 things. They didn't know that a lot of these animals need their help, and people have to become advocates for them. We've got this idea that people are supposed to be scared of sharks. After you've been with Marine Dynamics, you will realize that the only sharks you should be scared of are those ones walking on 2 legs. That's what our CEO always says. You will learn that you really have to do your part to protect our sea life and to protect our sharks. Our marine environment, there's so many things happening. There's overfishing, there's pollution, there's oil spills, there's a lot of sea traffic that's really got a massive impact. There's drilling for gas and oil, and we don't know these things because it's all under the ocean. So I think if you leave here after this experience, you would really realize, I've got to do more. I've got to say no to a straw. I've got to recycle my plastic. I've got to step lightly, because these animals are in dire need of protection. The other thing you would do is you would take pictures and videos, and you also get a video and a picture of the tour, and you will show it to your friends and say, hey, if you really care about marine life, go to Marine Dynamics, because they are truly passionate about the environment, about our community. We've got a lot of community projects, and about conservation. So it will be a real experience, and that's what people say. All of them, we've got a book that people can write their comments in as well. And all of them also say, wow, the crew, the team are so incredible. We're a big team. We're a team of 130 people in total. And all of us are here because we really believe in what we are doing. So I do hope that, I know that a lot of people feel the passion from the guides, the marine guides, the biologists on board, and the crew. And it appeals to a lot of people. We always say we're a sea of experiences with a place for all. If you are an advocate for marine life, if you're a student that want to learn more, we've got the Marine Dynamics Academy and Volunteer Center. If you are a conservationist, if you're a traveler traveling on your own, if you're a bucket lister, you want to see what a shark looks like underwater, you want to look into a shark's eye. If you are a honeymoon couple traveling, if you're a family coming together and you want to have a meaningful experience, there is definitely a place for all, for everybody. If you're seeking for something or looking for something, or you just want to find yourself and take a deep breath, you will find it with Marine Dynamics. The youngest in our cage diving with our bronze whaler sharks was a little boy of 18 months old. And then we've got this beautiful French lady who comes back to visit us once a year with her son. And her son is also obviously already in his 70s, and it's funny because she's now turned 100 and she always helps her son to get onto the boat. But she comes back and does this religiously because she loves the experience. So she joined us now for her 100th birthday doing the shark cage diving. So it's interesting. It's not only the people, the thrill seekers anymore. Of course, if you're a thrill seeker, you would love it and you would enjoy it. But we see that a lot of girls with done hair and makeup and high heels, they also arrive here and they're like, I want to learn more about sharks. I love sharks. So it's definitely something for everyone, as long as you care. If you've got a heart that cares for animals, for people, for the planet, then you will enjoy a journey with us at sea. So we've also got transport from Cape Town, and like I said, 2.5 hours. We've got very nice transport, comfortable. We've got quite a few buses. They can pick you up at your hotel in Cape Town, bring you through. The drive is 2.5 hours, but then the tour is also about 2.5 hours. But before that, you get a detailed safety briefing. You will arrive here at our Great White House restaurant, which is beautiful, with a beautiful southern right whale skeleton, 2 bottlenose dolphin skeletons, real skeletons, and a pygmy sperm whale skeleton. And guests will arrive here. There's always fires burning in the winter. It's really cozy. You will get coffee, tea, something to eat, a light snack. Do the safety briefing, a detailed safety briefing, go out on a boat for 2.5 hours, come back for lovely vegetable soup and freshly baked bread, a debrief, and then what's always included in the tour is a stop and a visit to our African penguin and seabird sanctuary just up the road. So it is definitely the entire day. Don't book anything else, because the last thing you want to do is feel rushed when you are seeing all these amazing creatures. And then we've got fantastic accommodation. If you look at Gansbaai, the Kelders, I mean, you can stay in a fantastic place overlooking the ocean and still keep both your kidneys, because it's not that expensive as Cape Town. So we definitely suggest, even if you're self-driving or you can use our transport, that you also look at all these accommodation options in the area to stay over. At the Great White House restaurant, we've got an incredible chef, very experimental, but he goes out and he forages seaweed. And he makes the most incredible dishes with seaweed. And we've got vegan dishes, vegetarian dishes, so everything that you can think of. And it's all sustainable and responsibly sourced, locally sourced. So it is an entire day, but I will definitely recommend staying in Gansbaai for the night and seeing the sunset, because we've got the most beautiful sunsets, and staying an evening in town before you drive further down the garden route. Strathspey is an hour and a half's drive from us. It is the southernmost tip of Africa, and there's a complete new tourism hub centre at the lighthouse. So, I mean, you've got to see that. You've got to be at the southernmost tip of Africa. So, yes, the entire day. Yes, we've got a very specific time frame of 365 days throughout the year. Absolutely, we've got the Brutus whales that you can see all here, and of course now we're waiting. We have seen our first. When I spoke to you earlier, one of our reservations ladies came in and she said, "Wow, did you see the humpback whale jump in breaching?" So now this time during June, July, we get our humpback whales. Our southern right whales are also on their way. Dolphins are in the bay, like our humpback dolphins. It's only 500 of them, so you can see them throughout the year. African penguins you can always see, and we always go past our island, so you can see the little penguin houses that we put on the island. Since all the guano was scraped off, they don't have burrows that they can go in that's safe and protected from the elements, from predation. So we manufacture these penguin homes, not only for our colony, but all the way up to Namibia. And you can always get the opportunity to see our permanent residents at the African Penguin and Seabird Sanctuary. You will definitely see Cape Fur seals. We go past Giza Rock, opposite our island, and there we've got more than 10,000 Cape Fur seals. So throughout the year, brown whaler sharks are here. Even if it's cold and rainy, we go out, we give you a warm waterproof jacket that you put on. We've got blankets on board that we put hot water bottles in between. You've got a very nice, clean, dry wetsuit if you go shark cage diving. If you get out of the water, there's a hot water rinse on the boat. You get a towel, you can dry off, you get hot chocolate. So don't think because it's cold you can't go out to sea, because it really doesn't bother the animals too much. So throughout the year, it's an incredible experience. Oh, absolutely. We've got the beautiful Klipgat Caves, that's part of the Cape Nature Reserve. So that is beautiful to see. You pay 60 Rand entrance fee, it goes towards Cape Nature. They're the custodians of the Western Cape natural environment. It's a steep walk downstairs, and then you see these beautiful caves with the history of people staying there for thousands and thousands of years. The history is also up in the cave, so you can read all about that. That's a fantastic place to visit. Then we've got Grootbos, which is a private nature reserve. They've got the Florilegium, which is the biggest botanical gallery in the Southern Hemisphere. So they've got floral art. It's really incredible to see. We've got horse riding at Eelkraalsmond on Pearly Beach with Kaz and Sarah from Pearly Beach Horse Riding. We've got wonderful vineyards in the area producing the most beautiful, crispy Strandveld wines. We've got beer breweries here. We've got Stanford not too far from us, which is a beautiful little town. Panthera Big Cat Sanctuary is also there, definitely a place to visit. So many things to do. Hikes on the beach, hikes at the Plaat all the way to Hermanus. The beach is just incredible. The beach, if you're going out, Eelkraalsmond, Didame. So you can really just bring a brilliant book. You're probably not going to get to it. You can just sit outside, watch the stars, walk on the beach. But if you feel like a bit of adventure, we definitely do have that. And another place that you have to visit is our Danger Point Lighthouse. So the Danger Point Lighthouse was built in the 1800s, and it was built because of the Burgonet that sank there, and other boats as well. So the lighthouse is still fully operational. I can see it every night from my little house, and it's definitely worth the visit as well, to go up all the way to the top to see what's happening here. And we've got at Africanos, we've got beautiful crocodiles, and you can also also go dive with the crocodiles, and then a variety of other restaurants and, like I said, accommodation. So make a plan to get to Gansbaai.